games where he wasn't perfect, and he somehow made a play on the ball. And that's really at the end of the day. We just want you to finish. We want you to compete, and he's been doing that a lot more in spring.
One of the freshmen we haven't heard a whole lot about is Lamont.
Lehman.
I'm sorry. That's maybe why I haven't heard much about him. How has he done this spring, and what steps does he need to take?
He's done great. He is major advantage for a kid that comes out here. For us in college, for us in our program, it's a major advantage for you to be here, where he should be in high school right now, going through prom and enjoying, his last half semester of high school. He's here. And so it's kind of like his red shirt. He's kind of going through it all, how to do things. Seeing how everything is operating. He can make his mistakes, but not trying to get ready for a game other than a spring game. And going to class, seeing how to manage time, how to get everything. How are you going to be able to juggle things from the standpoint of football and weight training and academics and getting a good balance of it. And he's got a great idea of it, and he's done a great job with that, as the other guys have too. I've had some other guys too. I've got Riyadh that's done that, and Jalen, where he's been able to do that too. So that's been a major advantage.
Are you worried at all with the linebacker depth, the running back depth, that you may lose Reeves Maben to?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
With the depth being where it is at linebacker after this year, running back, are you worried at all that you'll lose Reeves Maben to one of those units from safety?
No, I'm not, because again, I think that he's a safety. He came here as a safety. I think he can still play that position, and he's done everything we've asked him to do, other than the things he has to do on the field, obviously because he's been injured. But he's been really good in academics. He's been really good off the field, whether it's community service or not, and the way he handles his business about it. No, I'm excited, and I know everybody keeps on talking about depth at linebacker and everywhere else. Well, we need depth at the safety position,
right,
and for our future, and I think he'll do a great job. Whatever the case might be, he's going to be a guy that we're looking forward to seeing on the field come this fall.
Looking at the spring as a whole, as it's coming to an end, I mean, is your general sense we've made some real progress, or gosh, we got a long way to go before game time?
I think that we've, it's still a work in progress, but there have been some progress as far as a little bit more consistency from some of the players. I'm not going to say it as a collective group; it's still not there, but there's been small improvements, and that's we just showed them today of trying to remind them there was a couple of really good plays throughout spring ball, and in fact the last practice we had of the things that we've been coaching and teaching from a fundamental standpoint, whether it's ball disruption, whether it's a tackle, whether it's playing the ball in the air, and everybody as a group saw it, and along with our special teams, and that's a great play. And maybe some guys didn't notice a player, but they're all in the room and they see a special teams play, and man, that's a great play. So there's a lot of good things that have been happening. So nowhere are we where we want to be, but that's okay. That's understandable, But because I think everybody has an idea now what the expectations are and how practice is run, and they're doing a good job with that.
With Lehman and Reeves Maben both having played quarterback, are you starting to see their football IQ in some of these meetings you've had with these guys, grasping the game?
Yeah, I would agree with that very much. Anytime you know the other side of the ball, when you're playing, if you're a defensive player and you know offensive football, that's going to help you play. It's going to help you have an idea and have great anticipation to be in position to make plays. Just like for an offensive player, same thing. If you play some defense and you're on offense, it's just understanding the strengths and weaknesses of an offensive formation or an offensive play, and how you're going to be attacked on defense, the coverages.
What is your message to your entire group between now or after Saturday and August when you come back? What are your goals for your entire group, or your expectations for this season?
Well, it's continue to build off of what they've had here in the spring as far as improving their fundamentals. They have a lot of work to do. So hopefully with the captain workouts this summer and the leadership, they can direct themselves on some of the things that we've given them. We've given them some goals. We've given them some expectations. They know it. And being obviously the big one will be being in great shape because of the style of offense and defense that we play. but it's already been in place. We've kind of talked about it here in the spring. It's work. There's no magic to it. You got to work. Outwork. Yourselves really.
What about your leadership? Do you like the leadership that you have, that you don't have to find somebody to prod along during that time that
We're still building. The one thing good is a great attitude. These guys have great attitudes, and the willingness to be great, to be the best, to work. It's there. We're still teaching them all that, and how to lead, and that's okay. That's our jobs.
We've seen Waldo